Yo, it's the L7C here, bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh video. Was not expecting to make a Yu-Gi-Oh video today, but when I was coming back from the gym and getting my car washed, I went on Twitter and saw that we have new Blue Eyes White Dragon support in the Battle of Chaos set that's coming out in the TCG in February. In the OCG, this actually is coming out on the 16th, so this weekend. It's not. This is expected because the Battle of Chaos set started off with Yugi support, and Yugi does use a Chaos monster like Blackluster Soldier. Kaiba uses a Chaos monster, Chaos Emperor Dragon. So I was assuming there'd be some Kaiba support in this. So I have looked over them a little bit. I'm going to give a little what my thoughts are if this helps the Blue Eyes build because I am a Blue Eyes type player. And then we'll go from there. Obviously, if you it gives a little intro on Seto Kaiba. If you don't know who Seto Kaiba is and you play this game, there might be something wrong with you there. But let's get right into the cards. The first card they had was Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Just for the people who don't watch the anime, Kaiba flies around in a Blue Eyes White Dragon jet. So they made his jet into a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Fair enough. Typical Blue Eye stats, level 8 Light Dragon, 3000 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. You must have Blue Eyes White Dragon in your field or in your graveyard to activate these effects. So this is pretty simple with the Blue Eyes strategy. You're typically dumping the original Blue Eyes White Dragon into the grave with trade-ins and stuff like that, or having them on the field. So that's not too bad. If this card is on the field, if card or cards on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your graveyard if it was there when they were destroyed, or hand even if not. So that's a pretty easy special summon effect. All that has to happen is a card or cards on your field have to be destroyed by battle or card effect, and then you get a free level 8 monster from your hand or graveyard. You could dump this and it could come around late game, so that's pretty good. Other cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Okay, that's even better. So when this card's on the field, all your cards are protected and they can't be destroyed by card effects until this card's gone. So that's really good as well. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles, you could target one card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. So when you attack, oops, sorry about that. So at the start of damage step, if this card, it has to be this card that attacks though, which I mean, it has 3000 attack, it shouldn't be a problem. You could target one card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. That's a really good, it's a removal effect, so that's really cool as well. I think what everyone would say now is that if it was non-targeting, that would make this card even a lot better. But I think it's a pretty solid card. Lord of Dragons, English will be the Tyrant of D. Level 4 Dark Spellcaster, so the new Lord of D, same, I think, similar stats to the original Lord of D. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You can send one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or deck to the grave, special summon this card from your hand. That is a really good first effect. You get an instant special summon. If you have it in your card, if you have it in your hand, I'm sorry, just send a Blue Eyes from your hand or deck to special summon it. That is a really good, I already like this card a lot. That is a special summon. Then you can discard one Blue Eyes White Dragon or one card that specifically lists it in its text. Then target one Blue Eyes monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So that part's really good too, because again, you can discard a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a card, and it's not even any card. Spell Trap, another monster. So if you have a dead draw, you can discard that with Blue Eyes. There's a whole bunch of level 8s, and get any Blue Eyes monster. So any Blue Eyes monster in the grave, Blue Eyes Ultimate, Neo Blue Eyes, Shining, like that's a lot if you had that. If you control a Blue Eyes monster, you choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks. That is very interesting too. Can't wait to see if that's like an activated effect or if it's just a continuous effect, because now and it's not once per turn. Yeah, the third effect is not once per turn, only the first and second are once per turn. So that's the whole time. So if your opponent's attacking you, you decide where they go. That's pretty good. I really like this card. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. This is a la to the Waking of the Dragon arc, where Kaiba was dueling on top of a moving blimp against Alistair. The materials: one Blue Eyes White Dragon, one Dragon Monster. Very simple in a Blue Eyes deck. Must either be fusion summon or special summon from your extra deck by tributing one Blue Eyes White Dragon equipped with a fusion monster. So I thought it was going to be like the contact fusion, like for Twin Burst, but they have the one Blue Eyes White Dragon equipped with a fusion monster. So I'm wondering if they're going to give away to equip a Blue Eyes to a fusion monster. That's going to be interesting to see. Unaffected by trap cards. Great. Oh, forgot to go over the stats. 3,400 attack, 2,900 defense. Level 8 dragon. Alright, unaffected by trap cards, not bad. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. That's pretty good too. Once per turn, if this card battles at the end of the damage step, you can target one trap in your graveyard, set it to your spell and trap zone. So since this card, basically, I mean, if it gets to attack and you get the end of the damage, you get one trap in your graveyard. And it's not Blue Eye specific. It could be any trap in your grave. You can get an imperm back or Call the Haunted or anything. So that's pretty good as well. Ultimate Fusion. Quick play spell card. There's a Cyber Dragon quick play Cybernetic Fusion, I think. But there's a fusion that they have a quick play fusion as well. So Blue Eyes getting theirs. You can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. So once per turn. During the main phase, fusion summon one fusion monster that lists Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as material by shuffling fusion materials listed on it from your hand, field, or graveyard into the deck, including at least one Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Then you can destroy face-up cards that your opponent controls up to the number of Blue Eyes White Dragon and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons as material from the field. So that is pretty crazy. The reason that is crazy is obviously you're getting able to fusion summon a fusion monster as Blue Eyes or Blue Eyes Ultimate by shuffling materials from your hand, field, or graveyard into the deck. So with the other previous cards like Lord of the Tyrant of D, the dumping, and if you're going to special summon Jet Dragon, you'd have a dump in there. So you're getting those monsters back in your deck for that recursion. And then, or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. The only fusion monster I know that has Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and its name is Dragon Master Knight as material. So I wonder if there'll be more with that. We'll see. And it's the fact that however many materials you use, you get to destroy them. So if you have 3 Blue Eyes in the grave, you play this card, make Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, or Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, you get to blow up 3 cards. That is really good in that respect. So you get to blow them up and get a big monster. I feel like that's a late game thing and a niche thing. This is another apparition with Eyes of Blue. Continuous spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. When you activate this card, you can reveal one Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. If you did, special summon one monster from your hand. That special summon one monster from your hand is not a Blue Eyes. You can special summon any monster in your hand as long as you reveal a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Wow. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster you control, return that face-up monster to the hand, then apply one of these effects based on its original name. If you are returning a Blue Eyes White Dragon, special summon one monster from your hand. Or if it's another monster, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your hand. So it's not Blue Eyes White Dragon, it's any Blue Eyes card. So in a Blue Eyes deck, I mean, revealing to just get a free special summon, that's crazy. Like, you can, if you're playing the rank 8s, like reveal Blue Eyes, get another level 8 dragon on the field, and you can only activate one card with this card's name. So can you do both effects? It's not saying you can only activate one card. So I wonder if you could do both effects. Because then you could switch it up, which that would be crazy. And then the cards down there look pretty good. So what we think about these cards are that these cards are pretty good. Me personally, I'm definitely going to be using Tyrant of D in my main deck. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to fit him. He's a spellcaster too. So I'm going to figure out how that is going to be. The Jet Dragon would definitely be something I would put in like my Blue Eyes Chaos Max build. I'd probably replace a generic level 8 dragon for that. I think he's a good one of. I think this Tyrant of D is just really, really good, giving you a free special summon, a free level 4 too if you're into XYZ, like level 4s and all of that. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon is pretty good. It's easy to make. I'm still curious about the Tributing Blue Eyes White Dragon equipped with a fusion monster. I wonder how that's going to be. The Ultimate Fusion, I really like because Blue Eyes players are dumping Blue Eyes White Dragons into the graveyard anyway, and people forget Alternative Dragon counts as a Blue Eyes White Dragon. There's Blue Eyes Spirit and all that, so that's pretty good too. This card just giving you free special summons is really, really good as well. My only problem with these cards is the same that I've had with all the newer Blue Eyes cards that have been made. And if you've watched some of my duels on the YouTube, side note, check those out. I always say that the problem with Blue Eyes White Dragon is they don't have, if you're comparing it to like Yugi's newest stuff, they don't have a Magician's Rod. They don't have a summon a monster, get to search out any spell or trap that lists Blue Eyes White Dragon. That is honestly what they're missing. That's all they're missing, in my opinion. Because all with the Dark Magician stuff, they have Rod, now they have Soul Servant. Like, they could search out basically almost anything. If you get the normal summon off, you don't get Ash Blossom. Blue Eyes is like, in regards to Ultimate Fusion and the Eyes of the New Eyes of Blue card, how am I supposed to search him? Bingo Machine Go is just not good enough because it's still rare. I mean, you could pick the 3 of the same card, but how many people really do that? So that's still not good enough. The Blue Eyes version of Eternal Soul True Light can get you them, but they can't. I mean, you can't have another version in your graveyard, so I really don't like that as well. I think that's the only thing Blue Eyes are missing. If you give Blue Eyes again, give them their next Eyes of Blue monster or Stone monster. If you give them a card that on normal or special summon lets them search any spell or trap that lists Blue Eyes White Dragon and still has the same recursion like a Rod, like when you activate a spell or trap with Rod in your grave on your opponent's turn, you can send a spellcaster back, add it to hand. So Blue Eyes' version would be you can send a dragon back, add that to hand. You give them a Rod, that'd be freaking crazy. So overall, I do like the cards. Again, I really like this Tyrant of D. This is what I'm probably going to be changing some stuff up in my main deck once the cards are on Dueling Nexus and YGO Pro. So I really do like these cards. Just wish they had a Magician's Rod. There was another card, just real quick, that came out today too. Guardian Chimera. 3 monsters with different names. As soon as everyone saw this, I'm pretty sure they thought Super Poly. But the line literally says, must first be fusion summoned using only monsters in your hand or field as material. Which, minimum 1 from each. Okay. Which, that sucks. This could have been a nice Super Poly target. If this card is fusion summoned by a spell effect, polymerization, or Super Polying your field, you can draw cards equal to the number of monsters used as material from the hand. Okay. And if you do, destroy cards that your opponent controls equal to the number of monsters used as material from the field. Okay. So if you use 3 in the hand to make this, you get to draw 3 cards. If you use 2 in the hand to make this, you get to draw 2 cards. If you use 1 in the hand, you get to draw a card. And then if you do the same field, okay, that's pretty cool. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects while you have polymerization in your graveyard. So this is literally if you played a fusion deck and you had this in like your fusion deck, extra deck, you had a poly, just 3 random monsters, just make it, then he can't be targeted. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, I think that's a good side deck option, or people who use fusion cards. There was new DDD stuff. The last thing was this Monster Reborn that I wanted to talk about. Another Monster Reborn trick. Kind of reminds me of Merrick stuff, even though that's a like Yugi's Domino High School type outfit right there. So if a monster or monsters were destroyed by battle this turn, I wish this had card effect. That would have made it better. But battle is fine. You could send one monster reborn from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Target one monster in either graveyard. Special summon it. This is treated as a special summon by Monster Reborn. I like this card. Just for the fact that I know people say it's slow because your monster has to be destroyed by battle. But, I mean, you spring this on someone, you can special summon a monster from their grave, either grave. So, I'll be interested to see if anyone plays this. I know battle traps are out of style for most meta players, but this will be real interesting to see. I do like it because it's another way to get out Monster Reborn, just like Merrick would from Battle City Arc. Well, that is really it on the cards that we wanted to hit on today, especially with the Blue Eyes support coming out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully Konami, man, I'm seeing you bringing DDDs, all that stuff. Bring some Time Lords for the captain. And with that being said, this is the L7C signing out.